Okay, welcome. Hey everyone. Hopefully you can all hear me and see my avatar, and
Yep.
hopefully you can see the lovely Emma Bennett and Shannon, SD Houston. Okay, so just a heads up, my internet connection is a bit flaky, so if I drop off, I'm really sorry. So apologies for that in advance. Just want to say hi to everyone who's joining us in the live chat today. Rachel, great to see you. Lula Reeds, great to see you. Linny Snow, Margaret Pinard is in there as well. Morgan Lee, J.K. Lambo, Melissa Ike. Hopefully I got that right. If not, I do apologize. But great to see everyone. So shall we start off with intros? I don't know who's up first. We'll do it in the same order. So Emma, me, SD, and then Margaret's not here yet, but maybe she'll join us later. Who knows? But we can do the intros. We'll start with you, Emma. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Emma Bennett. I am a romance writer from the UK. I write contemporary romance and the occasional children's picture book. I'm a hybrid author, so I am published with a traditional publisher, but I also have some books available, which I have self-published. I've had my YouTube channel for a year now, so make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Over to you, SD.
Hello, my name is Shanon. I write under the pen name of SD Houston, have a YouTube channel under the name of SD Houston. I publish content about writing, my self-publishing journey. I also do a ton of sprints over there. And I am 1/3 of the self-publishing tips and tricks podcast with Morgan Lee she's from Morgan Lee, and Ben Pick from Running to Write. And I am also 1/2 of the AuthorTube Writing Conference duo with Margaret Pinard. Yay! And we have a live on her channel May 1st at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and please, wait, did I say it right?
At noon for me.
At noon for her. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing really bad with time conversions recently. So, but yes, we're having a live to present the full lineup of our AuthorTube Writing Conference schedule, which will be happening June 23rd through the 25th.
Oh, I can't remember who's next.
Margaret.
Yep. Would you like to go, Margaret?
Oh, we didn't go left to right. I should have. Hi, everybody. My name is Margaret Pinard. I see the timer is already up and we're already small, putting us in our place. Thank you, Andy. You can pop onto my channel at Margaret Pinard and see me talk about history, research, books I've read, authors I host, readathons I participate in, fun people I love to read, and hopefully subscribe. So that's me.
Cool. And I guess I'll go last. So I'm Andy. Welcome to my channel. I do stuff, videos about self-publishing and stuff like that. So just sharing my journey and what I learn along the way. So feel free to subscribe to my channel, but more importantly, subscribe to everyone here as well. I don't have the links handy, but SD, Emma, and Margaret, hopefully you know them. And if not, I'll grab the links to their channels and pop in the chat later. So shall we start off with our first 25-minute sprint? And we'll probably have 10-minute breaks instead of 5-minute breaks, and we'll see how we do. And the idea is to do a few sprints, and then the final sprints, we'll see how we do for time, but the aim is to finish about 10 to 15 minutes beforehand so that we can have a little break before the next session with SD. Okay, how's that sound?
Brilliant.
Cool.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
let's I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be in the chat, but I will start the timer now. See you guys in the chat. Okie dokie, and that is time. That's the first sprint done and in the bag. How did you guys do? Let's start off with Margaret.
So that I'm not last.
Yeah.
So that we give other people a chance of being last.
Awesome. Oh boy, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I cannot look at all the things at once. It's making me go crazy. Okay, so I actually got some words. Let's take the words. 197. So I started on my. I put it in a footer. No, stop. Oh my goodness, what has just happened? I went from 38 pages to 53. What happened? There's too many things going on, guys. So I got 197 words. I buckled down. I did some Instagram things. So I popped Andy's stream into Instagram stories and finished my seed cake. So I've got my second breakfast. Can't believe it's only mid-morning for me. I feel like I've got a whole day of like attention. But yeah, morning page is done and Emma's stream. And then hopefully I'll finish my short story stream for the day in today's stream with Andy.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Who's gonna go next? Emma, let's see. We'll do Emma. Emma first. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll keep it short because I've been told that I'm not allowed to do a lot of talking because we're on a timer.
I know, scary.
I know, right? Jeez. I'm sorry if we were having too much fun. I was doing boring stuff. I fed my doggos, who were very grateful because they were starved. I brought some washing in, hung some washing out, put some washing in the dryer, stuff like that. But I did also get like a page and a half written in my notebook for this kind of the end of the sequel novella that I'm writing. So that was pretty cool.
I was doing some whip sound effects back here.
Oh, cracking the whip. Got it.
Yeah.
I was like work in progress sound effects. I see we're like 10K. We're all in different brains.
I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for this soon, but the backstory is there was Richard from Emma's chat earlier, Emma's sprints earlier, who's talking about 50 Shades of Grey, and there was a bit of talk about how to build your own whatever you want to build at home. Okay. And then SD came in with the little bit about whipping. So that's the backstory, and it's not about me, hopefully. I don't know. It's all about the 50 Shades and stuff.
What do you think about 50 Shades of
You guys
Earl
start
Grey?
talking about that in my stream, man.
Yeah. And I was like, no, we'll talk about whips and chains. And then I put in quotation marks. What did I say? 10 minutes. Do you hear me? Whip, whip.
Keep it short.
We got plenty of time. We still got over 6 minutes. So
Oh, now he wants more.
now we need Emma to brag about how she got her 50 bazillion reviews
Oh,
from
shut up.
being the Australian.
SD. Go to SD.
Yeah, let's move on. SD, how did you do? What did you do?
Well,
I can whip sounds.
yeah. I started putting together all my notes that I wanted to do that were like major revisions, or I say major because I felt like I need to reread the story from the beginning to do some of these revisions. So it's my third round of revisions on my book before it goes to my editor on Friday. And so this morning I was looking back through those notes and filling out things because I had like questions that I hadn't quite figured out yet that I highlighted. So I went through, and that's where I had done some good word counts this morning because I was figuring out exactly what I wanted to happen. I actually started reading the novel from the beginning this stream. I got a whole 5 words added, but I'm up to page 9. So
That's cool. That's good stuff. Me, because I've got to fill about 5 minutes of, well, no, 5.5 minutes. I actually got myself a cup of tea, a rum ball. If you guys don't know, it's like a protein ball, little bite-sized snack. Feel free to Google it, rum ball recipes. There's loads of them.
With rum.
Yeah, with this one actually has a bit of rum. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm gonna write something because I'm
Influenced by the rum.
I'm told that's right. I might get inspired or something else. Who knows? But yeah, that's fun. I did not a huge amount of productivity, I guess, but it's important to fuel up. and I've got a long day ahead. We've got another how many hours? Quite a few hours left. So we've got to stay awake. Yeah, just under 5 minutes. Anyone have anything to add?
Lenny left out.
Oh yeah, Lenny. She's hopped off. Hopefully she has a good day.
They did.
I'm not very good at this StreamYard thing of putting people's comments on. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can.
No, we can't.
We can't. But we can talk about like how everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rachel wanted to hear my George Lucas shushing me story if we get really desperate.
I would like to hear that actually.
I was gonna say,
yeah. Do you want to hear my story? Okay, my story. My George Lucas story. So I'll try and make this as short as possible. So my dad was a hairdresser in film and TV, and he did a few days work on The Phantom Menace, the Star Wars film. Not like the whole thing, but he did like crowd scenes for a few days. Anyway, he got invited to the cast and crew premiere, and he didn't want to go. He wasn't bothered because he didn't like Star Wars. So he offered the tickets to my sister and I, who knew nothing about Star Wars whatsoever. We'd never seen the films or anything. But we were like, yeah, okay, we'll go. Fine. It was at like 10 a.m. in Leicester Square. And we went along and we went in. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm not great when I'm hungry, or if I'm even not hungry, but there's like food somewhere near that I can't get at. So we're sitting down and this little man comes out in front of the curtain that they have in front of the screen, and he's like giving it plenty. So I open up my sweets that I'd smuggled in with me, and I'm like having a lovely time when he shushes me because obviously the rappers were making too much noise. And it turns out that that man was George Lucas shushing me for my sweet noises.
There you go.
That's my George Lucas shushing me.
That's your claim to fame?
Well, no, she's famous for lots of things, right? Her books and stuff.
I'm famous for loads of things, so many things. I went to university with Chris Martin from Coldplay, and we used to do our Latin together. Like, there are so many things that I am famous for. It's hard to really, pinpoint the exact thing. That's literally all it is.
I've got no claim to fame like that, but I would definitely put that in like my author bio. Emma Bennett, writer of blah blah blah, and the person who shushed George Lucas. That's right. That would sell loads of books.
By.
Yeah, shush by. Like, I wouldn't shush him. Actually, I probably would have if he'd gone on much longer.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can just put shushed George Lucas, and then when they actually say it's a typo, you can come out and say it's a typo when they try and correct you. That's like a huge marketing win, surely.
That's a clickbait tactic. I'm sorry. Do I know you, or do I need to leave this chat right now? No.
I met Rob Schneider. He put his arm around me.
Ooh, did he now? Saucy.
I was deployed out to the desert, and he came to meet the soldiers, and there was a huge crowd of people. And I was with a friend of mine, and we couldn't get near him. We couldn't get near Rob Schneider. There were so many people around him. He was like, hey, I think this is the door he's going to exit. So him and I went over by the door. And then Rob Schneider says, all right, I'm leaving. He turned around. He almost ran right into me. And he says, oh, have I said hi to you? And he put his arm around me.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's very cool. That's a good move. If you ever become a celebrity, you can use that move in the future as well.
Yeah, it's a handy one to know. Very, very smooth. I like it.
Just over a minute. I don't know how. Did you guys want to go for the next one?
Soon? Inca said that the Queen and Prince Philip visited her school, and she loudly declared that they were just lookalikes, which I love.
Oh dear, that's awesome.
Inca, that's funny.
Awesome. Were they actually real though, or were they actually lookalikes?
Who knows? I mean, would you send the real ones out just to a bunch of kids? It's not worth it, is it? They're not going to know. Just send the lookalikes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how they do their timetables, but now it's King Charles soon, and I think his coronation is what, May 6th, I think it was.
It's next Saturday, I think.
Yeah, so next Saturday, basically. Yeah, so we'll see if they visit any kids, and maybe they'll get told they're lookalikes as well. Who knows?
As long as they don't have Andrew visiting the kids, it's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, I went there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and on that note, let's start the
sprint.
Okay, see you on the other side. Okie dokie, and that is time. Just checking my mic's on. Yep. Hopefully everyone can hear me.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can
who
hear
would
you.
like to go first? Or shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, what's that? Oh, is that a dog in the background?
What is that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's dogs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's
That's
Like,
okay.
is it a
dogs.
kid or a dog? Is it a kid or a dog? I don't know. Guessing game.
We're all wondering.
Dogsy.
Oh, that's cute. Cool,
Richard
cool.
said sounded like a panda in passion.
Oh dear. Moving swiftly on. What did I do? I had a few more sips of my tea. I opened my manuscript just to see where I was. It takes me actually quite a few minutes to figure out what I was writing and where I was going with that, whatever I was talking about, which is kind of worrying because I write nonfiction. You'd expect me to actually know what I need to talk about next. So yeah, that's what I did. I spent a bit of time figuring out where I was and where I was thinking of going next. And current work in progress, 23,876 words. So we'll call that 23,500 words. The goal is ultimately about 80 to 120,000, so I'm quite far from it. I'm not sure how I'm going to get there, but I will get there at some point. So yeah, that was me. We're going to go to SD next, so Margaret can take our pictures.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was taking another picture or doing something else.
Video. Yeah.
Oh, video.
Video. Oh, there you go.
I got to a section where I needed to actually add a little bit. So I got 194 words added in my revision, and I'm up to page 13, which, to give context, I have 505 pages. So,
Oh, wow. That is pretty penny.
That's a big work in progress. Okay,
That
we'll
is.
move on to Emma. What'd you do?
Hiya. I said hi to my boys who came back from kayaking and took their wet stuff from them, and I started making pizzas. So no writing.
That's okay. Gotta fuel up. Gotta fuel up. And last and definitely best, Margaret. What did you do?
Aha!
Oh, I'm out of here.
Everything coming out of his mouth is sarcasm, so don't even worry. Oh, see, flounce. There we go.
I'm done.
Oh,
I think I get the prize for this round because I use the word vicissitudes in my text. Woohoo!
ooh.
I thought that was fancy. I use veracity.
Oh, I like veracity. I like that word a lot. 375 words. I popped it in the chat. That was the second half of my prompt for today, so I'm good for my short story scene today. But I think on the next sprint, I'm going to do my popping out to get the books since the bookstore is open now. It's too early before. So I've got my list of like 10, and then I'm going to go through and maybe get like 2. I put this in the chat. I compared what they had in stock because they list that on their website with what I had on my wish list, and I updated, and I may have spent too long doing that last night. But it was fun. So yeah, treat myself today.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. What time do stores usually open where you are at? Well, Saturday.
This store on Saturday, 10 to 5:30, I think. Bookstore hours. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we were having a bit of a chat in the thing about Waterstones in the UK, and I tried ordering my book once. Well, actually, I tried ordering a few times, and it always took like months. So I placed an order in November 2022, and it hadn't delivered or shipped or anything by like February or March 2023. So I was like, yeah. So I guess they either don't like me or they don't like something, or it doesn't matter. So I went
Did
to
you try
Amazon.
contacting them?
Why would I? No. So no, I didn't. They were a big bookstore, and they decided they don't want to order my book from somewhere else to deliver to me. So anyway, that was my experience of ordering my own book from Waterstones. I don't think, Emma, do you have that problem at all? Or, well, I guess for your
No,
own books,
I
probably pretty
don't know. I've
famous.
never tried to order my book, so I don't know.
It might be worth trying to order one of your popular ones and one of the less popular ones and see which ones get
I
prioritized.
don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, like no, I have no idea. I was trying to think of an idea I did have, and I have no idea whatsoever. But I do want Margaret to respond to Richard's comment saying you do know that you can
It's
order books
Independent
online and
Bookstore
they
Day,
deliver to your
Richard.
house.
We're trying
Exactly.
to save endangered species of the independent bookstore and support
Yes.
them on today. So if you order it today, you don't get it till later. And I am not that patient. So I'm going to go get it today.
I
Now-
think Amazon Prime was made
Exactly.
for people like you.
Now, isn't there an indie bookshop you really like? Is that the bookshop.org or something like that, Margaret?
Yeah. So bookshop.org is just like other online retailers, they have affiliate shops. So if you go to my channel and click on my TLT shop, like you'll get all the not playlists, but like lists that I have for May of the Moderns and romance and nature memoirs. And I've made all these different lists in case like one of them strikes your fancy. When you go through that, you give pennies from heaven to me because I showed you that recommendation. So it's great. Affiliates.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't think there's any independent bookstores around where I am. I'm in a kind of remote area of northern Ontario, so maybe that's not surprising. There was a highway bookstore that I used to pass. It's along somewhere in northern Ontario. But yeah, they closed down. So that was probably an independent bookstore, and I don't know why they closed down. My best guess is they're just wasn't enough business.
When you say highway bookshop, was that the name or was it just off the highway?
I think it was the name, and it was just actually it was on the highway. Well, not physically on, but just off the highway, so you could see it on when you were traveling on the highway.
Yeah.
I think they've been closed quite a few years now, but I always wanted to go in, but by the time I wanted to go in, they shut, obviously. So.
Steva has a good point too. Shopping local means your local shop owners will recognize you and be more open to listening to your pitch when you want to use their brick and mortar to make money selling your book. So yeah, befriend your booksellers, right?
I actually looked up local bookstores, like small bookstores here in this area, just for that reason. And we only have one, as I live in a small little town. So I never did go though.
I saw someone in another chat, like within the last week, who was in Huntsville, Alabama, and they were, saying, I don't think I have any near me to go to. And I was like, oh, I know one from an author who's a romance author in Mobile. So then I looked up the map and I was like, oh, that's clear on the other side of the state. Oops. I'm like, it's Alabama.
Yeah. Same state. Just take
geography. Yeah.
Just down the road.
Only like 11-hour drive or whatever, because it's the U.S.
Exactly. Don't worry, gas or fuel, it's quite cheap.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, the best I can do is probably go into like the local chapters, which is quite a big name. So yeah, I might go down there, but.
You can, yeah. We had a person on the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast last year who she saw that they support indie authors, and she was like, well, or local authors. And she's like, I'm a local author. I'm not here. So she just inquired, and they put her in touch with the person to get her books into the store.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? They do. Yeah, my local has a whole shelf for local authors, so I really should pop in there. I just feel bad because most of my books I order directly from Amazon because it's just so fast, like delivery time and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have Amazon Prime or anything. They just do a really good job of delivering. Whereas my experience with bigger stores or other stores tends to be like slower delivery and stuff. Yeah.
It says Alabama is only about half the size of England.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's still not as big as California where I grew up. So that's why my mind is like struggling to think how far away things are. Because I've been there like once in my life. So yeah. Pats the UK on the head.
Oh, I'm just noticing. Yeah, we're gonna sprint soon. Okay, see you on the other side. Okie dokie. That is time. Oh, okay. SD and Emma are back. I think Margaret had to pop out for a little bit. So who wants to go first and who wants to go last?
I can go first. I'm just making my pizzas. I've made the dough. I'm cutting up some onions. So if it looks like I've been crying, it's not Andy that made me cry. It's just the onions. Yeah, so just chilling out in my kitchen, kind of being productive in a way, but not writing productive.
I have that effect on people. They just kind of either look at me and they go, "Oh my god," and they start weeping.
I thought
Or
it
they,
was just me.
Because of the purple
well,
hair?
it's probably the purple hair. That's right. Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Are you making your own like dough for the
Yes,
pizza base? Oh, really? So you make your own everything from scratch?
everything from scratch. Yeah.
Wow. Do you have like a farm that you're farming stuff as well, and you're growing your own crops and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just like milking the cow, and checking on the goat and
Your own
stuff.
cheese.
I did wonder, but maybe you can like, scale it up and start selling it to like your local supermarkets and restaurants.
Maybe not, eh?
Maybe not. Well, you never know. You never know. So how about you, SD? Were you making any pizzas or crying over looking at someone else? I don't know.
No, I feel a little left out that I didn't cry. I should have cried.
You just need some onions. Emma can supply the onions.
Yeah. No, I continue my revisions. I got to a scene that really needed a lot of work, and I was deleting and adding and deleting and adding, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. So I only got to page 18 and 72 words, but I think I finally got to the point of where I feel comfortable with how it's laying out.
Oh, that's cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. The chat's been hopping. For a while, we were talking about politics and religion, which are both
Bonnie
quite
being
dangerous. And right now, I think the latest one was about Richard being a sorry, I gotta phrase it correctly. Richard's been paying his taxes correctly, and he does not evade tax. But he does try and pay as little as he can, which is avoidance, not evasion. So, yeah, I think Richard's got like the inner workings. I wonder if he's part AI. We've already established Just Eva and RC are both potentially AI. Skynet's coming for us.
Is it because we don't see him on screen? Because then that would include you.
Well, you don't hear them on screen much either, especially Just Eva. RC sometimes. So
RC's gonna be on my stream next. So.
But you know I'm not AI because some of you have seen me.
So yeah, that's true. Well, I've seen pictures of RC. I have not talked to him in person, but I've seen pictures of him.
Are you sure it's not Midjourney generated?
It could be. Yeah.
It could be. Midjourney is really quite good.
I might have to get RC on screen for real.
Definitely.
Yeah. Exactly. There was a bit of chat about coffees and caffeine addiction and how strong coffees are. So the strongest one I've heard of is Death Wish coffee. Apparently they've got one called Valhalla, which is
It's called what power?
Valhalla.
Oh, Valhalla. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm beginning to see a theme, but basically it's really, really strong coffee. And currently I just have like my decaf, so I'm not sure I'm ready for the Death Wish coffee brand or Valhalla coffees.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, Valhalla sounds better than Death Wish because Valhalla is a nice place to go if you believed in that religion.
Yeah.
So one you already passed, and the other one you want to pass. I'm not sure which is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both really strong. I don't know if I can handle coffee that strong. And then I think Richard is a Coca-Cola drinker, so he's a fan of Coke. I'm assuming that's what we're referring to, or that's what he was referring to, and not some powdered alternative. So.
When I used to teach, I would drink Coca-Cola a lot, and I would always start off saying that I was a Coke addict, and then I'd have to clarify the drink, not the drug. My students would always laugh.
That is hilarious. Yeah, you got to clarify. You never know. Some people might misinterpret that kind of thing, Yeah. Like when I said I went to red light district as a tourist, some people were giving me funny looks, thinking, "Are you sure it wasn't like as a client?" No, I'm pretty sure it was just as a tourist. Unless I was under the influence and I can't remember. No, but seriously,
You did take a lot of photos, though, didn't you, Panda?
No, actually, no. You got to be really careful if you go to the red light district in Amsterdam, because some of them don't like being, they protect their identity and their privacy quite a bit. So yeah, that's something to be aware. I learned so much. So I went for like the tour around the red light districts, and it was hosted by a former working person. So it's really eye-opening, actually. I didn't realize there were so many things about that industry. So yeah, it was interesting to say the least. You guys should go one day if you haven't been. What intonation? What did I miss in the chat? I feel like I've missed a lot in the chat.
There has been a lot. It is a very busy chat.
I can't keep up. I got to say, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Is there anything else?
It's a good overwhelm, though.
Is there anything?
The most important thing is that Richard is going to Harvester tonight, which will mean something to UK folks. So enjoy your Harvester.
Nice.
And then Laura asked you if you went to the Male Anatomy Museum.
Oh, I missed that.
Where's that? No, I'm not sure.
It's the last one that came up.
Harvester. No. Oh dear. RC is.
I love the way that Panda has to check in case you might be making that up, SD. Right. I feel she wouldn't
didn't make any sense.
I think last time SD made up a complete human. She made up a complete human. So this time you got to double check. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just scrolling. I caught my eye on something RC said.
No, you can't see any of it. No, it's missing. Laura reckons that you're pretending you've never heard of it.
I can't see it. So I can see RC saying avoid that government extortion, which I'm guessing relates to...
It's right down at the bottom of the chat. It's what was just added in.
Hold on. Let me see live chat. Maybe I'm... Ooh. He's pretending he's never heard of it. Never heard of what? Oh, yeah, we're going to avoid saying certain words on this channel. I don't want to get banned or anything.
Yeah, I didn't know if it'd get banned because, saying other words related to stuff will get you banned.
Yeah, I'm not willing to take that risk. Yeah. You shall leave it at that. My goodness, the chat is blowing up. I've lost track. But well done. Oh, look, Keiko actually got some writing on 237. Well done. Good stuff.
Yay. Well done.
That's awesome. And step 1, I don't know, what steps are we talking about here? Step 1, find out why it's a challenge at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I missed the beginning of that.
I feel like I missed an important bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys?
I even got another paragraph edited and a lot of chat.
Oh, there you go. Bonnie came in. She's lurking kind of in the chat here and there sometimes, so that's cool. I want to say hi to everyone, so apologies if I missed saying hi to you. Welcome to the sprint and welcome to the chats. We've got another, by my count, another 2 sprints, and then we'll be closing up about 15 minutes before 3 Eastern time. That will give us about 10-15 minutes of a break before we hop onto Shannon's stream for the next 3 hours. Hopefully you guys can all join us. I'll get some links again to post into the chat with all our YouTube channels. I'll also get the next stream link, probably closer to
Richard's leaving.
Oh, okay. Have a good evening, Richard. Good to see you.
Bye,
have a good
Richard.
weekend. And I'll post a link to Richard's channel after we go into the sprint as well. So, any final words before we hop into the next sprint?
Make sure that you move the like button and subscribe to all of our channels.
Oh yes, don't forget. Tap Snows and tap that like button as well. Cool. Okay, I'll see you on the other side. Okie dokie. So, let's see. How did you guys do? I think Margaret has just said she's still driving, so maybe we may or may not hear from Margaret. I don't know. We'll see. So how did you guys do? Let me see. We'll go for SD first because Emma was first last time. So how did you do, SD?
Good. I was still working on that one scene quite a bit, but I did finish it up. And I got to another section. I was just starting on it when I realized time's up, but I got 188 words added in my revision.
Cool. And I'm still cooking. I'm now making some lemon cakes. And I was thinking, like, I should apologize for not doing righty stuff. But then I thought this is actually much more realistic to my life because we're going to be, like, it's 12 hours, these sprints in total. And I'm hoping to be able to join for a lot of it. But to be honest, in 12 hours in a day, I don't actually do that much kind of writing or editing or whatever unless I'm on a real deadline. You know, so I will do some more later, but there's probably more home stuff. So I'm guessing this is kind of more realistic, I suppose.
Yeah. And I don't think that the sprints are just for writing specific, but it's good to have, you know, timed periods where you are just productive in whatever you're working on.
Exactly.
Yep, gotta keep it real. We're all mostly human. There's some AI potentially out there, but mostly we're humans on AuthorTube. So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with. I'm curious to see how the pizza turns out actually. So you gotta like share a picture of it somewhere on your community tab or something. And I wonder if I wonder what kind of toppings and stuff you guys have. That should be interesting to see. And
no pineapple, I'll tell you that.
I like pineapple on my pizza. Some pizza. I'm okay with that. SD, are you a pineapple on pizza fan?
I am not.
No?
No.
Good. Good.
Oh. So there's no soup and no pineapple for Emma here. Emma's not a soup fan. Oh, we're having a long break. Okay, I didn't factor the long break in. So that's interesting. I don't even know how long the break is for the long break. Long break. Let's have a look. 15 minutes. Okay, so we got a 15-minute break.
That took us 30 after.
Sorry?
Like 30 after the hour. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just override it when we get to about 5, and then we'll just go into the next sprint.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a long break feature, but yeah, something new every day.
They obviously think we're working too much.
Yeah, I think it knows we're working too much. It's not acceptable. Inka said her daughter's just come home from the weekend, 5 hours late, so I'm not sure if so it's a driving.
Gotcha.
Maybe train, a bit of drinking. So yeah, gotta stay safe. Rachel had to pop out and she's taking a break. All good. Hopefully we'll see her later. Joanne's still here, so that's cool. Margaret might make it back in time. We'll see.
And she was asking people to guess how many books she bought.
Yes, that's right. And I think she said Emma got the right answer, but Elma was guessing like.
No, I wasn't. I just got skills.
It's skills, yeah, that's right.
She did 1, 3, 4, 7.
Exactly.
That's a lot of numbers.
4,
6,
5,
7, 2. Wait, she did everything from 1 through 7.
Yeah, it's a lot of skill involved.
I'm not supposed to do that.
So for her to say Emma got the right answer, it's not really an answer because Emma guessed a lot of answers.
Yeah, but Emma got it right, so I guess
I win.
Emma is just one of these gifted people. You know, you go to university or you go to school or whatever, and there's just some people, they don't need to do anything, and they just show up for the test or the exam, and they just ace it. That would be Emma, right? That would be her. She just gets everything, you know. And here I am trying to figure out where I'm supposed to write my name, you know, like.
Do you write easy graphics?
Sorry. Not recently, but I haven't had to fill in the form lately. I might do that actually. I might do that. I might Andy of Easy Graphics. We'll see how that goes down.
Sometimes I do mess up. Well, I don't quite mess up, but I get a bit confused about what I'm supposed to be signing because of using a pen name. But then my real name I use for my children's book. So if I'm signing a book, I have to kind of mentally go, okay, who am I at this point for this book? Make sure that I do the right name.
Have you ever signed a wrong name and then go, actually that's not the right one. Let me give you a new book.
No, that would be terrible. I'd feel really bad if I did that. Actually, I have always caught it in time. But
Yeah.
you can kind of change. I have changed the L into an E if I went to sign like Laura Williams, but it's supposed to be Emma Bennett. So I have had to do that before.
But you can save that, so that's always a
Yeah, that was fun.
And Margaret says, remember, she's the most human of us all.
Ooh. Not sure how to read it.
Oh yeah.
She's the most human of us all. Well, we all make mistakes. And Emma is very gifted. That's why she's got the
very gifted at making mistakes.
I forgot. I haven't actually gone. Interestingly, we were talking about the presidential elections in the US next year. Someone said it was, I can't remember who, but elections are second Tuesday of November in 2024. Anyway, that got me thinking, like, I'll probably need to do something with my merch by Amazon account. So I'm probably going to look into that at some point in the next month. Because presidential elections can be quite polarizing and people want merch for either side. So if that's something you guys are into, maybe look into that. Just a little tip I picked up. It's not being politically biased because you're doing both. So people want to support whoever they want to support. I'm not particularly biased, and if they want to get whatever merch they want to get to support whomever they want to support, then it's kind of, if you have the opportunity, that's something you may want to look into. I think I picked that up from I can't remember now. It's Kevin. He used to be on YouTube. He's also a writer, but I haven't seen him on YouTube for a while. So I may have to pop him a message and see if he's okay. He's actually based out in the Ukraine, but he's a US citizen, so I hope he's okay. Haven't heard from him in a while, so I'll definitely have to go and check up on him. Finally, I forgot. Me, what did I do? I didn't actually do too much. I was still staring at my manuscript. Staring at the manuscript is like a thing. I don't know if you guys have that. I just end up staring for like a long time and go, I haven't written anything yet. I probably should write something, and then I'll try and figure out what I need to write. So yeah, that was me. A lot of staring, not a lot of words, unfortunately, this time. But hopefully I'll get some words in the next sprints. We'll see. Margaret's just popped on. Yay! Would you like to share what your haul was?
What did you get?
Stop. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. No one else guessed it, and let's see. We still have time in the break, right?
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll just do the full, and then we can start.
Harris was just going for one of my pizza bases.
This is the Matthew Desmond book that I'm going to be buddy reading with our friend Barrett. So I'm very excited. 20% off. This is
nice.
Carrie Nadoherty. That's the Irish spelling. Thin Places. This is like a nature philosophy memoir. We'll see. Very excited. That was an Irish readathon recommendation. R.F. Kuang's Babel. I don't know why anyone would pronounce it differently. This is obviously the way to pronounce Babel.
3 books.
Okay.
Hello.
I had 2 others, and I was like, no, we have to rein this spending in. 20% off is good, but like, it's not a library sale. Come on now.
Fair enough.
That felt good.
Cool. Are we happy to jump into the next sprint? I'll just manually start it. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I'll see you on the other side. Okie dokie, and that is time. So I've miscalculated the timing slightly. So if it's okay with you guys, we'll do the outros for each of our channels, and then we'll take a short break, and then we'll go on to SD's channel, if that's okay. So let's start with because we're gonna finish at SD. Let's start with Margaret, Emma, and then SD, who can end.
Actually, I have a guest already waiting in my StreamYard.
Oh.
So
Okay, you can
go first.
yeah.
Go first.
All right, thank you everybody for coming. My name is Shannon. I write under pen name SD Houston. I am on the next sprint streams for us. SD Houston is the YouTube channel there. You guys will find me there, and it's been great so far writing with everybody today. So.
Cool. Thanks, SD. I'll see you on your sprint soon.
All right.
Bye, SD.
Okay,
Who's
Emma's next.
I'm next. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us here and for this Pass the Pen writing relay. My name is Emma Bennett. I write contemporary romance. Make sure that you subscribe to me and to everybody else if you haven't already. And don't forget to boot the like button.
Thanks, Emma. Wait, Margaret.
And I just grabbed the link to Shannon's stream in case anyone didn't do that yet. It's in the chat, so you can pop right over if you're not already in the playlist. My name is Margaret Pinard. Pinard like Picard, but with an N. So hop on over, subscribe to my channel. I will be hosting these lovely people last in the 12-hour readathon. I write historical fiction and fantasy and have 6 books out for purchase. So, take a stroll down book lane, and we'll see you soon. I'll be writing in the next 2 sprints, and Shannon's in mine.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to go quickly. I am Andy at Easy Graphics, and I talk about self-publishing, and I share my journey and what I'm doing at the moment. I'm currently focused on nonfiction mostly. So with that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to everyone's channel, and hopefully I will see you over at SD Houston's channel for the next stream in 8 and a bit minutes. So let's call it a day. I'll see you over there next time. Have a great day, everyone. Cool. Okay, so
That's it. I'll see you in Shannon's.
Yep, I'll see you on Shannon's. I'll see everyone on Shannon's channel.
Bye.